The car was able to get behind Moni, whose eyes were on the dribble penetration. Excellent lob, nice finish.
15-5, Denver with the lead. Miller with a three, got it.
Yeah, good ball movement once again, part because of NDSU's intensity defensively.
Craig short with that. Moni tracks it down. Working on Craig there, mismatch in size. Skip pass over, Jakari White, lock and load, got it! Comes out of this game with his third foul. As Greg mentioned, now Denver 16 fouls, so the Bison will be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Moni finds Stefanowicz with a three. How about that for the freshman? Game with White, Moni. That's a deep three from Jacksen. No foul called there as he misses it. But another offensive rebound for the Bison.
I'm sure we'll see a foul on a three-point shot, Dom. We haven't yet. Game, I know.
Into the corner, Jakari White with a three.
And all it takes is some idiot like me saying, you know, those older guys, where are they at? Back-to-back possessions.
Denver now up by 3. It's a 7-0 run for the Pioneers. Jakari White created some space there. Miller, that's a deep three. Tie game.
With body control, absorbs contact, finishes with touch.
Denver back up by 2. Aikens now up to 27. Moni, can he respond? Walled off.
Late rotation that time by Otto Ankro.
White for 3. Yes! Oh, Miller and Jacksen Moni. Lee joined out there by Shagbonyo, Aikens, Carr, and Pickett. Moni playing with 4 fouls.
We talked about Carr, but they'll run a second body. Will they run it a little earlier?
Miller open for the 3. Got it!
Excellent.
He's been a student assistant, a GA, an assistant coach, and now the head coach, and he's been in Fargo for 22 years. A true North Dakota guy, knows how to get kids here, but he's not going to stray for who he is. He's going to get tough-minded kids that understand what Fargo, North Dakota is all about, and he's built a really good program and a really good culture in Fargo as well.
Underway from Fargo, and the scoring opens.
I just said, with just his development, I mean, him coming out of high school, he was not a Division I basketball player. He just wasn't. You know, he had to work on his body, he had to work on his speed, his work ethic, his strength. And to credit that kid, he consistently there. Just kind of lost him there. Jacksen Moni just didn't find him, and a flat-footed 3 for a good player like Alajiki just knocks it down.
15 for Alajiki tonight. 3 triples for the senior from Ireland. A pocket pass from Moni, and 1 for record. And Oral Roberts hoping it will all come to fruition on the road tonight for the first time this season in Fargo. Inside of a minute. Moni picked up by Josh Jones. On a bounce pass to Jakari White for 2.
It's good cut.
Will walk onto the old logo between Feddersen and Sutton. The ball is in the air, and North Dakota State wins. The Mohawks settle into their familiar man-to-man defense as Brennan Watkins dribbles atop the key. Now swings it to Mason Miller, who's just gone over the 1,000-point mark in his 3 stops in his college career. Monet posts up on Sutton, got into the lane, kicks it out. White launches a 3, and he hits a 3. That's kind of how they've been.
Story over 20 years a part of the NDSU program, the latest in a long line of great coaches for the Bison men.
And how about from the North Dakota State perspective, you reached the title game of the Summit League Conference Tournament 7 out of 10 years. I don't care what conference you're in, that is a wonderful accomplishment.
Including 5 straight, a streak that just ended last year because of the team NDSU was playing today. The Tommies getting the better of the Bison in the quarterfinals last year in the 4-5 game in Sioux Falls is Mason Miller. He's a tough kid though at 6'5". He's guarding Miller now. Javis Miller. Stefanowicz right back to Miller. Moni. Nice. That was White on the back cut. Got the.
You know, hasn't shot it great throughout the course of the year, right? But he can knock down some threes. He's a big piece, and that's a great way to start the second half here for South Dakota State.
He was just a standout high school player, as you well know. Spent a couple years at Wisconsin, now transferred, and in his second year with the Jackrabbits. Moni working on Moores here with 3 on the shot clock. Feddersen, high arcing three. That was overclocked. Glad you're joining us. And off we go with a contested tip. UND in the green, North Dakota State in the gold. And we're underway.
North Dakota out. Straight man-to-man defense.
Mara guarding against Moni, who feeds Feddersen. Mason Miller, the first three of the game is good. No surprise there.
On the perimeter for North Dakota State.
Woodson wants a three. Short with that. Moni flies in for the board.
Jacksen Moni takes rebounding seriously. You love that
Very
today,
seriously.
Richmond. Yeah. Not a one-dimensional player. Hard double that time.
Leaves it. Kasubke with a three. Fouled! And a chip. King. Fade away in the lane. Couldn't get that to go to Javis Miller in there for the board.
Miller, an underrated rebounder. Can do it on both ends.
Watkins leaves it for Moni.
Good job that time moving his feet laterally.
Good backdoor field to the Javis Miller. Slides and scores. I like his game.
Yeah, nice take by Thomas. He's logging some minutes tonight. Really good effort, good energy. We've seen him finish. We've seen him knock down a three.
Moni leaves it. Boy, Miller thought about it. Now gives it to Jacksen Moni. Stefanowicz, he's open for three. Got it!
And Caleb Stewart hits the three-pointer. And it's 9-9. We're all square inside 16 minutes to play in the half. Jacksen Moni back to Watkins. Now Feddersen controls on the wing. They'll play catch around the perimeter. NDSU, a very good three-point shooting team, but they get to the inside as Jakari White. 17-16. Under 13 minutes to go. Here's a scoop layup back the other way for Forte. Went wide to the right side. Jakari White got the rebound. NDSU with the basketball. Stefano White sends it around the perimeter. Now he controls again. Stefano White between the circles. Crossover dribble. Moves left. Nearly lost the dribble. Kicks it out. Jakari White. Up top to Jacksen Moni. Moni hits the brakes to the free throw line. Feeds into a slicing Jakari White. And ND off to a really good start today for NDSU. Coyotes with the basketball. Isaac Braun straight away for three. Heel of the rim, no. To Javis Miller, the rebound for NDSU. Bison by one. They have the basketball. Miller splits the defense. Kicks it out to Watkins. Nearly lost the rock on the right wing. Able to just reel it in off of the fingertips. Back to Jacksen Moni on the right side. Shot fake for Moni. Drives inside the paint. Jump stop. Looking for help. Still looking. Bounces it out to Javis Miller. Top of the point. 10 to shoot for the Bison. Pass over to the near side to Moni. Shot fake. Trying to drive in left side. Hit the brakes outside the left block. 4 to shoot for the Bison. Bounce pass in the paint. Slicing teammate good. Laid up. Stewart around the screen of Smith. Now got it back to Smith. He missed it point blank from the right block. It was too low. Deflected by the rim. Rebound NDSU. Bison have it with a 6-point advantage. Jacksen Moni back to Javis Miller, who runs it up with a run to Eberwine. Coyotes have a 2-on-2. Eberwine attacks all the way in, leans in with a right-hand layup from the left side. Missed it strong. Rebound North Dakota State. Coyotes just have not taken advantage of as many opportunities today. NDSU shooting at 57%. The Coyotes are at 46%. Stefanowicz fell down. He was just able to get the pass out to Mason Miller before he went sliding on the floor. Miller drives left of the lane. Spins it back out to Moni. Shot fake there. Drives into the paint. Works it back out. Stefanowicz fires for three. Got it. Stefanowicz buries it.
Moving his feet, playing with his hands outside of his body. Understand that, hey, if I do that, the offense is going to give me the ball, or I'm going to force them into a bad shot. But great job defensively by the Bison.
Moni leaves it for Jakari White. He'll launch a three. Got it.
Take and finish by Devontae Hall. Talk about guarding the ball. Jakari White did a great job the last possession. Just gets blown by right there. But, man, what a quick move by Devontae Hall, getting all the way to the rim.
He's got 12 off the bench, one of 3 roos in double figures, led by the 17 of Petty. Miller for another three. Got it!
That's way too...
She missed bad earlier.
Yep.
Osborne's feeling it.
That's a heat check right there. Everything he was throwing up was dropping through. Now he's got to defend the 6'10 Moni, and then we're going to rotate another extra body or two right at him.
Watkins way downtown, sinks it. Such a hustle guy, and I think that's why the fans like him so much.
Yep, he does. I mean, he's got one effort level, and that's relentless.
Bounce to Moni, kick out Watkins, bang, defenders, and he banks it home.
Well, great recognition by Thomas. You talked about Watkins and the help defender and Mason Miller, both a little bit shorter. The length of Thomas allows him to finish over the top.
Mason Miller, he's got a season high 17. Most points in a Bison uniform for him. Quick release again. Money from scores.
Now that's great recognition by Blue, realizing he had the smaller Watkins on him. He goes right at him. And with Watkins, you gotta wonder, is there times? I mean, he doesn't look like a guy. He doesn't act like a guy that ever backs down at all.
Miller in the corner for three.
Great job. 6'10 big. That
Pretty
helps you
good,
out.
Right?
Darn right.
Three there. Barnstable in and out. And Stefanowicz flies in for the board. Nearly lost the handle on it.
He was looking to get it to Miller, and I think Miller turned his head.
Moni picked up his dribble. Good backdoor feed to Javis Miller, and the foul. That was a pretty pass. 38-36 with 1:10 to go in the first half. Been entertaining. We thought it would be between two of the top 100 teams in the net rankings.
Yeah, it is. It's this is a good, very good level of basketball that both teams are playing. And you know what? When you have two teams that are this good on both ends of the floor, it's not always going to be pretty. It's going to be hard fought.
Watkins hits the corner three. But it's good feed there to Watkins into the corner. Mason Miller can't connect. Feddersen up there for the offensive board.
Feddersen has been active on the O glass.
Good feed. Moni to Feddersen.
He is able to produce and facilitate for his teammates.
Glad you're joining us here. Some pre-Christmas hoops on WDAY Extra. Roadrunners in the blue, North Dakota State in the white. Our officials tonight, Brian Anslinger, Steve Hornacki, and Bill Jacobson.
Yeah, it's an experienced crew. There's really only 8 Division I games in the entire country today.
We're a frozen few here. Good feed to Feddersen for Moni to start things.
You know, I was looking through the stats. A little full court pressure. Bakersfield backs off right away once the ball's inbounded. You're going to see kind of Mason Miller and Jakari White handling the primary decision-making and ball handling duties while Stefanowicz gets a breather on the bench.
Moni against Akorike. Kasuki's open for three. Got it.
Moni, such great vision. It was kind of a strange run. Nice job by Feddersen in that second half where they did the fouls just kind of mounted or added up in a hurry.
Bakersfield now is 1 of 10 at the foul line tonight, Greg.
Yeah, it doesn't help you, especially when you're trying to fight through on a road trip to keep yourself in the game.
Moni kicks it out. Miller with a 3 is good.
Tell you what, non-shooting foul. Tell you what, to Javis Miller, kind of got him wrapped up with both hands around the waist.
Feddersen on the kick out from Moni hits the 3.
That's what you got to look at if you're North Dakota State. They are knocking down some tougher shots without question.
Let's see how Jones can be a problem. He's an interesting player there in the Big West to keep an eye on once their league play resumes.
It is. We talked about it. I mean, they've got some length. They've got they can put a lot of length on the floor at one time, and they're versatile.
Stefanowicz with a 3 knocks it down. On another 32, 22, 18, 25, and 25.
Yeah,
it's all right.
It absolutely is. And people go, well, how does he do it? Well, all over the floor. Look at the shot chart. Behind the arc, mid-range, at the rim.
Effortless.
Yes.
Here's a skip pass to Jakari White, and a chance at a 4-point.
Again, North Dakota State, for the most part, I think they've given up one offensive rebound. Doing a good job of holding Western Michigan to one shot attempt each time down the floor. And even those attempts, for the most part, have been contested. Good job defensively so far.
Bison are 5 of 7 from three-point range. Skip pass. Miller. Another one.
Just so or 4 shots I've seen Moni take in the last 4 or 5 games.
That 3 off the mark there. Look at Watkins hustle for that and comes up with a loose board.
A good heads-up play to come up with it, then advance it.
Oh, White for 3.
Williams knocked it down over the outstretched arm of Kasuki, so it wasn't poorly defended. You got to give Western Michigan credit. Sometimes they're going to knock down some difficult ones.
They're just happy one went in right now at this point.
Oh,
good
great
feed to White. Actually, physically grew 2 inches.
Correct. And you just look at him, just the mismatch that he ends up being on either end of the floor is so difficult.
I mean, he was coveted in the portal in the mid-major world, and the Bison got him, and boy, it's been a boon for them here so far this year.
I will say this, he wasn't coveted enough.
Miller with another 3. Miller, I'm intrigued to see the first 4 minutes of what Western Michigan brings to the table here, Greg, in the second half.
Well, I am too, and it's a great point because Moni almost unabated to the rim.
Finds Feddersen, though, who finishes.
Well, I just love the
lead Western Michigan.
Yeah, he's a solid, complete player without question. You can see this Western Michigan team, how they can give people problems. It's just a team playing at the efficiency level that North Dakota State is on the offensive end. I don't know if there's many teams in the country that could beat them right now.
Broncos were picked 10th in the MAC preseason poll. Miller off a screen. Another one for Mason Miller.
The team realizing when Jakari White had the hot hand, they're setting the screens, using the passes, setting him up to be successful and riding him while he was hot. And Moni did the same thing late in the game.
Leitzinger hits them both at the line. It's 29-10. North Dakota State with the lead. Miller leaves it. Moni back into the game. Jeremiah Burt getting into the lineup. Kasuki will try a 3, and that's good. Alley-oop there, and Nelson able to finish.
Yeah, we saw the pop out of Nelson. He has got that ability. Nice job off the 2-man screen and roll game. He got to the front of the rim and perfect dime.
He averages 10. He's got 9 for the Blue Devils. Moni gets his defenders up, leaves it for Feddersen. Rejected there.
Knocks down a triple.
Butler's been shooting well from three-point range this season, also over 40% on the season. That's 12th in the country, as Sheldon mentioned. This is their second of the game moments ago, and that's Patrick McCaffrey with the putback. He caught the rebound and flat-footed was able to put it back in.
The shooter normally doesn't go to the offensive glass, but you got to find something, create some energy in this building and get going. And take it how you can.
Mason Miller for three. Yes.
Try to get tougher. The strong right-hand drive. North Dakota State did a solid job. Come over and stopping it. He kept his head on the swivel. He was able to find his running mate, Pierre Brooks, for the triple.
Just a 7-point lead now for the Bison. Watkins lets it fly. Oh, a big answer.
And settling into what the expectations are that have been set for them.
And we are underway on this Saturday night. Glad you're joining us on WDAY Extra. Northern Colorado in the Navy jerseys. North Dakota State in the white. Jacksen, Moni, Mason Miller, Noah Federson, Jakari White, and Brennan Watkins, your starters. And there's a three to start, and a good one from Jakari.
Colorado, these guys for the most part are very experienced. A lot of juniors and seniors in their top 9 guys.
That three from McCrary off the mark. They're 0 for 3 to start from three-point range. Miller sees an opening. White, another three. Another one good. Stop and pop three off the back iron, and Watkins skies for the board. As Luka Kolsig is into the game, number 32.
Yeah, they bring some length off the bench, don't they? Down. I mean, 6'8", 6'9", 6'10".
Moni got his defender up, kicks it back. Mason Miller.
And Jacksen, turnover to this point.
Another turnover there, and then Jakari White steals it right back.
Yeah, Hawthorne got a little lackadaisical in traffic.
Watkins pull-up three is good. His first career.
We are all set to tip it off here. Alex Chu going up for the tip. Onside Noah Federson, and the Bison win it. Bison's offense set, top of the key they go. Here's White, now on the baseline. Looking inside, Moni kicks out. There's a three from the corner. Federson nails it. There's a three, 3-0. And the rebound to Miller.
Miller, their leading scorer off the bench, coming off a heck of a game where he had a season-high 15 points.
And Jakari White town. And it's back here to 9.
Nigel Burris, the double transfer, freshman of the year at Idaho, transferred to Utah State, now at Weber State. Kind of making his presence known here tonight.
And here goes Moni in the post. Working on Chu. He's going to kick out to Miller. There's a three.
Well, they're trying to hang on here in the final 12 minutes and close this gap a little bit.
Yeah, this is honestly a good spot right now for Utah Valley. They've been down by more, battling to 11. Next goal, get this down to a single-digit lead.
Moni back in for North Dakota State. They've isolated him on that right side. Miller, pop a three. Inside.
That was such a good look by Lenhart. Goes to the baseline, draws a double, swings it on an awesome cut from Wells to be open.
Again, Utah Valley still playing hard. Miller back to Watkins. Moni faked the handoff, still has it. Now has Welling down there, isolated. Here comes a double team. Wells, they leave a shooter open. That's what normally happens.
Made 3 of the year for Brennan Watkins, the transfer from VMI. On the other end, that 3 ball off the mark from Demetrius Johnson, the second. Jakari White looking inside. Can he get it to Moni? Yes, he can. Immediately out to the open shooter, Watkins. Inside, Federson lost it, got it back, and fortunate to keep it alive. Moni kicks, Miller catching fire. That gets the friendly roll home.
That's so good with his body. You saw him bump Federson off a little bit and got his shot off, just couldn't convert.
White lost his dribble, found Federson, who wants to work right back at Williams-Dryden on this end. Watkins open again, hits again.
It's a long night. Went in and tomahawked on his own as well. So West Georgia not backing down at all.
Michael Griffin, the transfer from North Florida. Only had 1 bucket yesterday, but emphatic bucket there. White has that side of the floor cleared out for him. Lost his footing, able to maintain possession. Miller puts it in.
How pure was that? Blake Bit, throw it in. So good.
11 for Shelton Williams-Dryden. .13 minutes to go. Defense on ball from Kyrick Davis. Forces Miller to give it up. Stefanowicz off the bounce, kicks. Moni, Miller's open again. He's got another.
5. Yeah, that's him being a little too easy for Holloway. Bison got to do a better job trapping him, not let him get right to the rim like that.
Suki wants to take Walls into the paint, kicks it out. Moni spins, has an open shooter. It's Kasubki who's got a second early 3. The Bison's first 6 contests. He's got 2 already tonight as Allensbach doesn't get the offhand floater to go. Excellent offensive start for NDSU on the road. 5 for their first 9 have gone down. 4 of those have been beyond the arc. And they've got another open man. White cans another triple. Come the Bison again. They can tie it up right here. This 3 is just off from Watkins, but it's tapped back out. Second opportunity for North Dakota State. White ties the game. North Dakota State gets another stop.
Yeah, Moni knew he needed to come over there pretty fast, get that help side defense on Holloway, who had the size advantage on a switch.
Bison a chance to add with 11:22 to play. Moni off the bounce, working against Brownell, lost his dribble. White kicks it back out. Moni keeps it moving. Shot clock running shorts. And a big time make at the horn.
Distance here in the second half. North Dakota State has made both of their field goals. The Broncos 0 for 2. And the deficit is 6 now for NDSU. And you can see a concerted effort by Jakari White to have more of the basketball, get himself into a position to get a shot off, and then even try and create if it doesn't look like anything's happening in the half court. Jacksen Moni, pump fake, elbow, spinning. Dropping off underneath to the cutting Feddersen.
Side instead of the right side, the wing shot.
He loves it.
Free throw line extended, right here. That's his real estate.
10-7 runners. White launches one. That's good. Can create space.
And I know it sounds cliche-ish, but he's just got great vision as well. He can see what's about to happen.
Moni again trying to back down Stevenson.
There you go, 3 seconds. Goodness.
Open 3. Miller knocks it down.
Wow.
The lead is now 9. And a turnover by the runners. And we're going to get a breakout. And Miller with the layup. Looking up, Stevenson knocks him down from about 16 feet away. Nothing but net.
They're giving them to you, you have to take them.
Lead is at 12. Showing a little bit of a try. Got a hand on that ball on the pass. They doubled up there for a moment. They haven't shown much of a nice play inside. Jade Alexander getting ready to check in. Carrick misses both. My, oh my.
Yeah.
Just can't afford that. Down 10. Freebies and nothing.
It's okay.
We have seen a couple turnovers by the Bison recent possession and also a poor shot.
Fidelis come
Moni's
over and
got
help.
the size on Jones. Deep 3. Got it. Wow.
Well, Sam touchdown in the pregame, 8 of 41 in their opening game, 19.5%. Numbers that you're not overly ecstatic about if you're a coach.
Which number, that or the 41 attempts?
Good question. Good question.
Moni into the corner to Javis Miller. Connects.
That time.
Back to 6. Walker, the big man with a 3. Can't connect. Rebound to Burke.
Well, if you're NDSU, you'll settle for the Walker
Absolutely.
3.
Jakari with a 3. Yes! And the fall.
6'6", ball skills, gets to the front of the rim.
Ty Pence with a good feed to Burke.
That's a nice.
11:49 to go in the game. See if the Bison can use the momentum there from the half-court eve. Stefanowicz back into the game, along with Jakari White and Luke Kasubki.
You can see there's kind of a concerted effort to put the ball on the deck, get it into the paint.
White will try another three. He could have been fouled again. For the game for the Redbirds.
Important possession for North Dakota State. Down 2 possessions right now.
They've shot 36 threes in this game. Made 11 of them.
It's interesting.
Moni, the backdoor feed to Miller.